The focus for today's coaching will be about how do you increase the case size? How do you get your prospect to spend more money with you? I mean, you know this, right? You're only about 4 months away from 2020. Those of you in insurance, you're probably thinking about qualifying for MDRT. Those of you from property, you're thinking about, being one of the top 100 real estate agents in your group. Those of you in network marketing, you're in a hurry to hit your sales targets. But let's face it, it can get very challenging to secure online appointments these days, right? Prospects are busy. They have a lot of things they want to do, so they're not meeting you. So you want to make sure that for every single prospect that meets you, you want to increase your closing ratio, right? You want to make sure you close at 100%. Customer loyalty is directly proportional to the amount of money they spend with you. One of the things that I remember when I was very young in my speaking career is your clients remember you by the amount of money they spent with you. Let me repeat that, all right? Your clients remember you by the amount of money that is spent with you. So I don't care, at the end of the day, what price they pay. But if they pay you at 5K, you're considered a 5K trainer. If they pay you at 10K, you're considered a 10K trainer. Even if the 10K trainer did not perform as well as the 5K trainer, customers will still remember this trainer as the 10K trainer, which means this trainer is better than a 5K trainer. So customers, people remember you by the amount of money that they spent. That was how I changed my mindset. Because in the past, I dare not charge a lot of money for my training fees. I dare not charge a lot of money for my speeches. How many of you here watching this right now, how many of you have this concern? Like you're very afraid of, increasing the premium case size. You're very afraid of getting people to spend more money with you. You're very afraid, to take your customers to a much bigger launch, right? And you're selling yourself short. You're always thinking to yourself that, hey, you know what? I don't think this customer will buy. Right? Remember this, sales happen whether you like it or not. It's either you sell them something or they sell you a no. And I just want to let you guys know that if you have a problem selling high ticket items, remember this, your customers remember you by the amount of money that they spend with you. Yo, John!
Hello!
Wow, hey, unfair lah. Okay, I also have naked body. Hold on, huh? I show you mine, okay? All right. Okay, I'm blocking. See? Preston, see, I'm constantly doing a promo for you. This guy, Preston, is my fitness coach, and wow, John, you win lah. All right, anyway, let's not distract the audience today. Right?
Yeah. I myself, I'm actually I'm an insurance agent, so I'm actually from one of the FA firms in Singapore. So the agency is Top Alliance. I think my boss is actually watching right now.
What's the name of your boss?
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Yeah. And Eric, yourself, you actually came to our agency to give a webinar coaching as well.
I did.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so Cindy. All right. So what's your situation? How do you want me to help you today?
Okay, so for me wise, right, because I've been doing online meeting for about 2 months ever since the COVID. Then so far is okay, but some of the challenges that I face is more on like the case size that what you mentioned about, and the closing ratio, and of course the last that I'm very excited about is the referral technique. So like, because online meeting, right, so definitely there will be lesser of the human touch.
Yep.
So on the referral technique, this is something that I'm facing as a challenge lah. So I wish that Eric you can actually help me today.
Okay. How many of you here want to increase your referrals as well? I mean, you think about it, right? Every customer is so hard to get these days. You want to make sure that they close, right? They work with you. You want to make sure that they invest a lot of money with you. You want to make sure that they recommend all your friends to you. That means one case, right? You get 3 wins, right? I mean, all of us want that. So, well, do it on me right now. So imagine that I am your customer. How do you start your sales conversation with me? Assume that rapport building done. I really like you already. So now just about how you sell me. Come, give me that.
Okay, so imagine like say you are a cold prospect.
Yes.
Is this totally cold prospect that you first time you meet me and we got on Zoom call? Okay. Hi Eric, super excited to meet you today for the first time online today. So actually what makes you think that why do you want to meet me today actually?
Well, I remember seeing you post something about retirement, and then I realized that, well, I never really have a retirement plan, and I don't want to end up later on if I get retrenched, then I have no retirement, I'll be in trouble.
Okay. Why is that so important to you right now?
I mean, you know about the COVID-19 situation, right? So if I don't do something about it, and if really the worst case scenario happened, then I'm totally unprepared for that. And I see my friends all in trouble right now. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with that, Eric, because a lot of my clients right now, they are also, some of them, they are facing retrenchment, and also some of them having a pay cut. Yeah, so retirement planning is very, very important. So if today, Eric, if I'm able to help you, what's next after that?
Oh, wow. I mean, I would definitely want to see, exactly how much money do I need to retire? How big is the nest egg? And then once I know your plan, and then I have to decide whether, is it affordable for me? Yeah.
Okay, so like today, Eric, because today is our first online meeting, so I hope that this is a three objectives that I hope that we can actually achieve today. Firstly, of course, is to know you better, and secondly, to know me better as well. So I myself am actually from one of the FA firms in Singapore. Okay, so this is actually my name card over here. So I don't only represent this company. At the back of the name card, you can see, these are the various companies I'm working closely with. So I'm not only able to advise on life insurance, I'm also able to actually advise on like collective investment schemes and general insurance as well. So later on, I'll share with you more, Eric. Okay, so lastly, most importantly as well, is that Eric, if today we both of us, we are actually mutually comfortable, I wish that we can actually explore this long-term relationship together. Because do you agree with me that if this is just like a transactional kind of relationship, then there's so many agents out there. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so without further ado, Eric, so let's
get started. Okay, pause there for a moment. Everyone, whatever that you see John did, I just want to acknowledge him for doing that. He's a good student. Right. So yet last week, episode 39, I taught them how to do framing, pre-frame. So everything that John did was called pre-framing. You have already set up the problem. You're very clear about what's the trigger. The trigger is the fear of retrenchment. The trigger is COVID-19. And the trigger is that, my friends are retired, are in trouble. All these are potential referrals, by the way, okay? Now, and then next thing, it goes into like, if things work out, then what's next? Then I'll tell you what, I want to know my nest egg, the amount of money for nest egg, and then I want to know whether it's affordable, right? So I've also kind of lay out the potential objection. Now, actually, you can write on. So you say that, first of all, Eric, to you, you need to jump on. You need to say, Eric, to you, what is affordable? How much percentage of your income is affordable? That actually can help you increase case size already.
Okay.
So let's imagine you ask me, okay, so Eric, how much money are you making? If you don't mind, how much money are you making right now every month? Let's say. Let's say you ask me that. No, you say I answer my own question, okay? So you say, Eric, how much are you making? If you don't mind me asking, how much money are you making right now? $10,000. Okay, cool, $10,000. Now, so to you, how much percentage of the $10,000 a month are you willing to set aside for your nest egg? To you, that's how much is that affordable to you? Can you see that? You already got a tangible amount already. So if let's say I say, I don't know, maybe about 10, 20%, then you count for yourself. 10, 20% means what? Every month I'm already giving you $2,000 premium. You think enough? You see that?
Okay, so actually, Eric, I have one question, right? Because sometimes when we ask that, then due to some of the financial situation, some of the clients, they won't disclose the full information. So they might say just a number to you. Yeah. So because like for financial planning, we have to be very, very in-depth as well. So let's say we mentioned like 10-20%. So let's assume like 10-20% of 10K, that would be like 1-2K. Yeah. Then like they won't give you the
That's right. Okay. So it also allows you to assess the level of trust that you have with the person. But you work with what he gives you for now.
Okay.
But later on, as you go into what you call in-depth financial planning, right?
Yeah.
You will
Yeah.
immediately be able to get, oh, actually, I also got some stocks over there. I got some dividends over there. You know, so don't worry, the trust will review it. But the fact
Okay.
that within the first 5 minutes, I ask you, would you mind sharing with me, you know, how much money are you making a month? That itself already tells you how much of your self-introduction you need to give me. Because if I'm willing to already tell you I'm making about average about $10,000 a month, trust is built. Why waste time introducing yourself? You're distracting me from the sales process because your only job in that meeting is to close me. That's your only job. Rapport building is done through your content.
That's right. That's
Free text. By the way, guys, watch episode 39. I also taught them how to send text messages to make sure that they don't fly aeroplane, okay? That they really come. So John, but you're on the right track. I just want you to do one more step deeper, which is if they say things like affordable, ask them to you what's affordable.
Okay.
All right, because your affordable and my definition of affordable might be different. So I might actually have no objection because actually his affordable is a lot of money. I can close the case already. Okay, so that was good. Okay, then so I thought that was done very well. And then after that, you said that you're gonna get to know me. I'm gonna get to know you. I actually thought that you can actually skip that step as well. I tell you why. Okay, because you never really know if the person that you're meeting is results oriented or people oriented. How many of you know DISC? Let me know in the comment section. If you do know DISC, let me know. Are you DIS or C? John, DISC, are you familiar?
Yes, I'm D.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all know what D people care about, right? D is what? Results oriented.
Result oriented. Correct.
All right. I is recognition oriented. S is relationship oriented. C is right or wrong oriented. So what you just did is a relationship oriented style of selling.
Okay.
So now, of course, then you might tell me and say, but Eric, what if I do not know the person's DISC, right? So that's the reason why you only need to ask that question that I thought you ought to ask, which is, what needs to happen in today's meeting for you to say that it's well worth your time? I will tell you, if I tell you things, I want to get to know you, John, you immediately know that person is it's a S. If the person says, well, I just want to know a little bit more about your company, who are the customers that you serve, then you know it's an I. But if the person say, no, I just want to know how much money I need to retire and how do I get there, obviously a D. If the person says, well, I kind of already know that there are 2 to 3 retirement plans out there, I just do not know which one to pick, it's a C. So let the customer tell you what personality they are and you close them according to how they want to buy. Don't focus on how to sell, focus on how they want to buy. Within third question, you already know because you asked them the question. What needs to happen for you to say that today's meeting is well worth your time? You get it, John?
Yes, you're right.
Don't give too much information that's unnecessary, like your name card or your what do you call, or your bio. You know what? I teach you something. In sales, right? You're all about reducing obstacles. So you don't go and introduce your own obstacles. A long time ago, I remember I was training a pharmaceutical company. So I was very confident that if I show them my portfolio, I show them like all the logos of all the clients I train, I will win that guy over. So I was meeting up with the sales director of a pharma company, and then I just rattled off, like a bullet train. And I started saying that, oh, these are all the companies I train. And then he started touching his nose. Now in sales, right, we study body language. If the person starts touching the nose, like for the whole entire meeting, the person did not touch his nose. But the minute you start talking, you give them some information, you start touching nose, this is a sign of discomfort. This, if you see a person doing this, like, oh, okay, interesting. This is a sign of disagreement. Scratching on neck, like touching on neck, is a disagreement. There's nerves here and there's nerves here. This is discomfort. So I actually asked him, I said, what's your thoughts about me training so many of the other pharma companies? He said, Eric, truth be told, I'm not very comfortable with that because I feel that you're probably going to be recycling your content. Wow, I just took a gun and I shoot myself in the feet. So when you start introducing yourself, you might end up saying something that might accidentally, unknowingly offend them without knowing. Let the customer tell you what it takes to buy and give them what they want. Shut up, don't talk. That's it. You close. Okay, so John, you're already 95% there already. Starting question is, what triggered this meeting? Remember? Like why suddenly you wanted to do this? Because in insurance, in real estate, network marketing, something happened. Nobody will suddenly wake up and think about buying insurance, right? You need to know what exactly happened because that whatever that happened is your best friend, your BFF. So you ask that, right? What happens? Okay, and if that doesn't get solved, then what's the consequence? You did that too. Then the third question is, okay, what needs to happen in today's meeting for you to say it was very successful? Then he tells you, okay, if I can achieve this, then what's next? Well, then I buy. That's the answer you only want. So we need 4 questions, 4 opening questions. Guys, are you all getting value? You enjoy this? You love this? You like it? I love selling. You know why I love selling? Because to me, it's never about selling, it's about helping. If I can show you my value, you would definitely buy from me. Right? So it's all about communication. Selling is all about communication. And if you can be successful, then you know what? You can help a lot more people. Remember this, if you are successful, every customer you win is one less customer that gets cheated. Right? So I trust that you guys have been taking notes.
I trust you found that video helpful and informative. Now, I'll be posting on YouTube a lot more and would love to have you watch those videos every week. So remember to hit the subscribe button below as well as the bell notification. Also, this video would be great for you to watch.